Right. So this guy's name is Abdul Sami. Oh yeah, I forgot to upvote. Very important. Hey, oh no, something went wrong. Probably data issues, but I'm definitely upvoting. So let me just read it. And before that, let me preview by saying this is a dream come true. Like as an IT professional, most of the work that we do, and I'm an amateur, so I'm not even in the conversation. So let me know if you use the we. Most of the work that you guys do is behind the scenes. No one sees it. No one even knows you did it, right? It's not even like when they make a movie at the end they roll the cast and oh okay, at least you can pause and be like, you see, that's my name. Unfortunately, in the IT world, nobody cares and nobody even shows your name to anybody. All that matters is oh okay, the app is running. Oh okay, this is working. Oh okay, that is running. Then they are moving, right? So most of the work you do, you will be well unrecognized. But there are highlights. There are moments that some of us, dream of. Some professionals have experienced, and it's when you come on the scene, like like in an office environment of 10 to 20 people, you step in there like some superhero or some westerner with guns on your hips, about to do a quick draw and quickly kill the problem, and everyone is watching and all like no one knows what to do, but you pop up and solve the problem. And everyone's like, yo, the guy's good, right? I'm here to experience a moment like that. I came close some time ago, but this is not about me. This is about Abdul Sami. So let me read it. As part of the official process of getting a new national identity card, I was waiting to get my citizens' data verified from the database of National Registration Authority. After verification, the data was to be printed on paper and hard copies submitted to the officer in charge for a sign off. I was third or fourth in the queue when the printer, an old HP LaserJet, ran out of toner. The guy took out a new toner pack. Well, not brand new, but a recycled and refilled one from the cabinet and clumsily tried to put it in the printer. Apparently, something went terribly wrong because one of the plastic gears on the inside of the toner cartridge came off. As luck would have it, it was the last toner cartridge in the cabinet. Work stopped because he was the only clerk who could take printouts, and without hard copies, officer sign off was not possible. He called somebody and cheerfully informed us that a replacement was on the way, but since it was from the other side of town, the rider would take at least 1 hour to get there. The prospect of waiting for so long was not promising. Then I remembered something. I asked the clerk if I could look at the printer and maybe try to fix it. He was reluctant to allow me to touch state property, but then, after looking at so many disappointed faces, he decided to elevate the matter to higher authority. He went to his officer, who was sitting in the framed glass cabin. We could see that the clerk was explaining the desperate situation to Boss Man, pointing to the printer, to me, and then to the waiting humanity. After some discussions, he summoned me to the exalted presence of the boss. The interview went something like this. Are you from HP company? No. Are you a printer repairman? No. Why do you say you can fix this? Well, I didn't say that I can fix it, but I did volunteer to have a look at it and maybe try to fix it. He looked at me with suspicion. But then my gray hair, oh, okay, they're not gray anymore, they're white, probably lent me an air of credibility because he allowed me to look at the printer after I had promised that if I break it, I'll pay for it. I carefully took the seemingly depleted toner cartridge and shook it a few times in a 3D figure 8, or what is called torus by mathematicians. It was a complex maneuver and would have looked something like this. Okay? I then carefully put the cartridge back in the printer and confidently asked the clerk to take out the prints. He looked at me incredulously, but hit the print button. Lo and behold, crisp printed copy came out from the guts of the rickety old printer. The people clapped at my ingenuity and might have recommended me for the Nobel Award for technical innovation if there was one, and if they knew how to go about it. I discreetly told the clerk not to press his luck because the printer would only do 10 to 15 prints. This was a cool hack which I learned from a young intern in my company, and it had saved the day for me as well as for a few others before, as well as a few others before and after me in the queue. Come on, like, come on, let me try voting again. Still, I think my data is that, but like, yo, this is amazing. And I was a bit skeptical, like, yo, what do you mean you just shook it in a very nice pattern and in a very gently fashion, and this thing worked, even though I loved it. Well, you know, I had to prove it. So I went to this site, ldproducts.com, and this says how to get every last drop of ink from your cartridge. And I'll highlight this part. Come on, don't do this to me. Okay, it's not working. But this part, a test revealed that most ink cartridges hold anywhere from 8 to 45% of their ink when the message of your ink is running dangerously low appears. I was like, okay, okay. They offered some options, but this one stood out to me. Shake it. Like, what? Does it just shake it? When your prints start to look faded, it's not always because your cartridges are running empty. Sometimes it could be because some of the ink has dried up and is clogging the nozzles. Apart from the hair dryer method, you could also try flipping the cartridge upside down and then gently shake it. Easy on the shaking though. We only want to get the ink unstuck, not break the cartridge. And so this is a verified hack next to hair dryer and paper towel method. This is very fine and it's amazing. So now I'm armed with this knowledge. I look forward to being put in a similar situation like my man here, and I hope when I walk towards that printer with balls and all that vim, like yo, I can do this. I really hope it's a success because I mean this is just so cool, and I hope you liked it as well. Big ups, big ups. Come on, I forgot the name. Uh, big ups, Abdul Sami.